Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Remember, if you like these videos, click the like button, click subscribe, and click that all bell too. And go ahead and make a comment. If you have any questions or if there's something you want me to talk about, let me know, okay? So we're going to get right into this video. All right. So what is love? So that is not an easy question to answer, because I'm going to answer it in one way, which really is what it is. But you're like, well, like, how do you get there? Okay, so, and there's also going to be different facets of it, but ultimately this is what it is. I'm going to get to it right now in this video. So what is love? Love, let me actually get this candle lit. I don't know why I just can't do it without my bougie. It's my bougie candle. It's actually the name of this candle. Get a little bit of a winter sage going. Don't want to do too much. Kind of overdid it last time. Way overdid it. Let's get the fire. Fire starter. Alright, there we go. Okay. This stuff got more smoke than the last stuff I bought before. Alright, so what is love? Ultimately, it's everything that Buddha and Jesus, and I would say all the great conscious teachers have been trying to get you to understand, but they, you know, it's funny because they actually taught you how to do it, but that those teachings were never, I don't want to say translated into the Bible, they were never brought over. When you open up and you see it, you're going to look back at what Jesus was saying. Oh my God, he was saying the same thing. He's saying the same thing that Buddha's saying. He even said the phrase, look within, which Buddha is also famous for saying. So here's what it is. There is an artery in the lower reptilian brain. The only way this artery will fully open up is when you're in love, and it relaxes. Because when you're in a state of love, you're relaxed, okay? When you're uptight and hyper and panicky and got fear going on, any form of fear closes that artery. It's that simple. So narcissists, now I'm going to kind of combine all this stuff. Narcissists always put you in a state of fear. Why? Because then it lowers that artery, and now you're out of love. The reason, God, how do I say this? I'm trying to find a good way of saying this. The reason why narcissists do that is because, number one, they're jealous of you, because they're not open like you. They live in a constant state of fear, and when they see people that are loving and happy, they get really pissed off because they're jealous, because they want what you have. And they think in the beginning, if I'm just around them, then I can steal that from them. But then after a while, they're like, I really can't get that. Okay, okay, watch this. Ultimately, love is something that you have to do for yourself. It really, 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 really is, okay? So, man, this journey that I'm leading you down is going to be you're going to be like, holy shit, I did not know any of this stuff. And that's why I keep saying the way that men and women try to love each other, it doesn't work, all right? So one of the key things that I do in my course is I teach men how to open that artery. Now, what do you mean? There's an artery in the lower reptilian brain. I can't, because it's inside and kind of towards the bottom, underneath, I should say. And it's controlled by the reptilian brain. Because the reptilian brain does have one, how would Captain Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard say it? Not priority, but not prerogative, but like you've got this order, you've got this, God, there's a word to use this, I'm going to call it prerogative. That's your number one prerogative, you would say. Not prerogative, it's something close to that. So the one thing that the reptilian brain is given, it is giving the order to, number one, keep you alive, period. That's why it's got fight or flight. So fight or flight means fight or run away from danger. Number two, in that lower reptilian brain is where our mating systems are. Its number two priority is to make sure we keep the human species going, reproducing and having babies. Okay? If you are in any kind of state of danger, that artery, that reptilian brain takes over. It lowers the artery, because what does that do? It keeps the blood from here and pushes it down into your muscles so you're stronger. And it takes the blood from your intestines. Your intestines carry more blood in your body and more energy than any other body part. All right? So it takes all that blood and it puts it into your muscles. That's why when you work out or run or do sprints and you get pumped up and you notice your gut goes down, you're like, well, why is that? Because they took all that, not all, but a lot of the blood, and it put into the muscles, and now the muscles are bigger, they're pumped up. Okay, because the blood got diverted there for fight or flight. All right? All right. So now, what I do is I teach men how to open that artery. Now, I use a lot of different tools. There is a long conditioning effect that I do through this 5-day, 6-day course, and then I'll also have him practice these techniques. I approach it from all these different techniques to get him to see it from different angles and to eventually open that artery. One point in time, he'll pop, and that, this is what I was going to say. So when the artery is open, it allows more blood to come from the muscles and the intestines to go up into your brain. Well, why is that important? Because when you have narrow, that means you're pretty much functioning off the reptilian brain, and your pupils will get small and you get all angular and you're in the fight or flight state. Everything is either or, right or wrong. And people, especially a lot of men, are in that, it's called the either or mentality. Either I'm right or I'm wrong. Either you're right or I'm right. Either you're rich or I'm rich. It is a false illusion. It is not real. But those people, especially narcissists, that's their whole way they look at the world. There's an imaginary line that they're not even aware of. It's either you or it's me, and that's the way they view everything. It's like a tennis match. There's a net, and it's this side or this side, and this is how they look at things. You notice how they go back and forth like this, because that's how they process everything. All right, that is an illusion. When you learn how to open up that artery, what happens is the blood flows up into the larger human brain, and when it does that, now your right brain turns on, and the right brain sees the bigger picture. When people can see the bigger picture, they tend to be more prosperous. They tend to get along with other people. They tend to be happier. They tend to be more relaxed, because if you're uptight, that artery narrows. If you're under stress, the artery narrows. But when you're relaxed, the artery relaxes and allows more blood to flow up into the larger brain. When a man's artery is open, automatically, the minute you walk in the room, women will turn and look. Because, and guys are like, well, how can they see that? Because your pupils will be larger and your body movement will be more relaxed and more natural and more smooth. Whereas the left brain, when you're left brain, that's the mechanical brain. It's about math, business, science. It's about angles, triangles, squares. Everything is mechanical. It's about machinery, right? It's logic, right? She can tell by even the gestures of my hand. You ever notice my hands are more, I gesture like this instead of doing this a lot? I almost never do that, sometimes. So the other thing is you're going to be breathing deeper and your belly's going to be hanging out. With guys in their left brain, they're sucking their gut in and tightening up their muscles, which makes them uptight. When you're uptight, she gets uptight. When your artery's closed, her artery closes. Now she's in a state of fight or flight. And if you induce that in her, she's going to be like, I got to get away from this guy. I can't relax around this guy. I'm in a panic state. That's why a lot of guys, when they first meet me, they're like, there's no way, that's not possible. And what I do is like, no, if you learn how to open that artery, women will want to talk to you because you're someone who's comfortable. Most guys are in this. Have you ever heard the phrase like 90% of the world's in the rat race? The rat race is when the artery is narrow and you're operating off of the reptilian brain. That is the rat race. So if you're in that part of your brain, most women are going to want to get the hell away from you. All right? So what is love? Now, ultimately, I can say it like this with absolute 100% correctness. The open artery is love, because it opens you up to the right brain. The right brain is all about love. And it's all about emotions and feelings. The right brain is, the left brain is the rule, structure, and organization brain. It's the logical processor. The right brain is the emotional processor. It's about it's a creative, spiritual, emotional brain. It's about the five senses: see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. The right brain literally is connected to your body, your heart, your emotions, your feelings. The right brain literally is the love brain. So what I do with guys is I teach them how to open up, and technically your awareness is not here. Your awareness is in your body, because your brain, this brain, processes the body. So you're going to feel it in your body. When your awareness is inside you, most men's awareness is out there. They're doing this, looking around all the time. They're looking at the woman externally. When I see, this is male. Leaning forward is male brain, right? Looking external, pointing, right? That's male. I unconsciously did it when I was about to explain it, because it's such a natural thing for me now. This is how the right brain does things. Pulls back. It opens wide. See, when you're up close, you can't really see it, but when you pull away, oh, I can see it now, okay? Get it? So when I'm in my right brain, I literally pull back and I go neutral. When I'm in my left brain, I lean forward and laser beam like most men do, and I go from right eye into your right eye, which women don't like. So essentially, see, explaining love is not that hard, it's not that easy. I'm going to stop this video here, and in the next video, I'm going to explain another facet of what love truly is to a woman. See you in the next video. Remember, click subscribe, click the like button, and make a comment. If you have a question and want me to talk about a subject, go and ask. See you there.